Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever in the world you're joining us from. I'm Charlene, and as always, it is a pleasure, a delight, an honor to be here with you today, right here, right now, in this beautiful moment of time. Yes, today is all about breathing, the breath, the power of bringing in new life, new potential into our bodies and our spaces. And sometimes when our body is really worn down, when it's really tired, when it feels very stressed or disconnected, breath can revitalize. It can renew. It can help us reconnect to ourselves so that we can be like, you know what? Today is a good day. There are some of you right now that are so happy and so joyous, and there are some of you right now that are so upset, and there's some of you that are so much like, yeah, here we go. It really is no big deal. And for wherever you are, I celebrate you and I say, we're all in this together. And you know what? We're all one. So every emotion, every feeling that comes up, no matter what color that feeling is very right. It's very valid. And it's okay. And so today, it's all about, it's okay. Because you know what? It is. All is well. It's all good. So tell me where you're joining us from today. Drop it in the chat. Say hello. Tell me your name and your location. I always love to say hello, good morning. I get to be the ambassador for the bowls in this aspect. And so I'm going to say hello, good morning from the bowls. So I'm chipper because after a week and a half of a postnasal crud situation, it is finally gone. Hallelujah, I hope. At least it's completely diminished. I am prepared with water and cough drops, though. If you were with us last week, we know we had a little vocal excitement. So, as always, I appreciate you bearing with us. And you know what? Every day's different. Every day's a journey. On every part of our journey, whether it's health, mental well-being, vitality, whatever. So, Kat, hello from Chicagoland. How are you? I hope you're enjoying a beautiful autumn day. I can't believe it's November. How are we in November? November 7th? Holy mackerel. And yet here we are. Wonderful. Pammy Zoo, good morning from Portland, Oregon. How are you, my friend? Mickey. Hey, what's up, Mickey from Florida? Woot woot. Fellow Floridian. Henriette. Hello from Denmark. Nice to see you, Henriette. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Caitlin Lojo. Hey, from Hudson Valley, New York. Good to see you. I like that. Hey. I could almost kind of see you doing this too. Maria, namaste, beautiful friend. Nice to see you, Maria. Christine, hey, good day. Christine joins us from Connecticut. Yo, what's up, my friend? Love the emojis. Heart, so cool. Hey, JG, good morning from Minnesota. Nice to see you as well. Is it getting chilly up there? Oh, well, speaking of, only because I'm super stoked. So, yes, there's a hurricane brewing in the Gulf, but we're intending it away. It's going to go where it needs to go, whatever. For those of you who don't know, we're in Tampa. So we just had, excitement. But I'm so excited. It's supposed to be cold next week, speaking of Minnesota. So I'm going to share in a little bit of that chilly joy with you. Geraldine, nice to see you. Yes, you are about to go off to Dreamland in Western Australia. I hope you've had a great day. Oh, amazing. Hey, Jane with a Y, how are you? Yes, good to see you. Jane joins us from California, Northern Cal, if I'm remembering correctly. Sometimes I do have morning brain. Lori, what's up, my friend? Madison, Wisconsin, how are you? Oh, you said you were grateful you're having this today. Yes. Well, we try to be intentionful. It's one of those days. Intentional whenever we plan. So I'm so glad that I hope this is good for all of us in so many ways. Hey, Beth from upstate New York, how are you? Suzanne, Salt Lake City, Utah. So much diversity and depth and breadth of folks from around the world. Another Suzanne from Massachusetts. Nice to see Suzanne in the house. I'm telling you, it's like all the cool kids. Whew. Hey, Pat from Paris. Like I said, all around the world. Nice to see you, Pat. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Sandy, love from the Tucson desert on this chilly morning. Oh, I like this. Well, you actually said cold, but I equated that to chilly. So I hope it's a beautiful desert autumn day. JG, you said it's 46 degrees in Minnesota. I think it's supposed to be a low next week of 50, which is our equivalent of snowing, blizzard. Definitely having a parka on, so I feel you. That'll be exciting. Jan, good morning from the west coast of British Columbia in Canada. Nice to see you, Jan. Oh, such a beautiful area. We love that area. Well, we love so many places around the world. We love Australia, Paris. Haven't been to Denmark yet. That's on the bucket list. Amsterdam was pretty cool. Cherry Berry. I did not see that. Cherry Berry, how are you? Speaking of Amsterdam. Oh, I love this. I love how the universe puts us exactly where we need to be at exactly the right time. So amazing. And our friends on YouTube, if you don't know, we simulcast live both on Insight Timer and YouTube simultaneously, which basically just means that for all of our folks on Insight Timer, as soon as the live's done, if there's anything you want to revisit, whether it's today, tomorrow, next year, you can always pop over. And this will live in perpetuity on our YouTube channel. So YouTube, Dinetta Di, how are you? From Nepal, nice to see you. Definitely has got the multicultural and international audience going on today. Hey, Susan Dorr, thanks, and it will be beautiful. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Nice to see you, Susan. Hi, Gengesh from Alemania, sorry. The print is so tiny, and I wear contacts. Nice to be here with you all today. Today is a day of beauty because we're here. And I don't just mean here. I mean we're here. We're in this body. We are in these bodies. We have an opportunity to create something so powerful and so poignant simply by being present with who we are. The whole reason that we've come, the whole reason that we're here. And whether you believe that we've come, that we've been sent, that we've just appeared, whatever, we have an opportunity to do something with this. So my question to you is, what are you going to do today with this? This is the most powerful instrument that we have. And how we take care of it, how we care for it, how we nurture it, and how we use it is truly a divine blessing and opportunity. So today, let's get really honest and open and available to that which moves through this. And that's the breath of possibility, the breath of opportunity, the breath of change, the breath of new life. So today, join me. Let's just breathe in new life into this space. The sky is perfect for us to be doing this. The atmosphere is inviting us to do this, to breathe in new life, new possibilities, not just for stuff going on outside. Because remember, if you want to change what's going on the outside, change what's going on the inside. That's where this is our place of power. That's where change begins, from within, not out there. I'm not going to affect somebody. Maybe by trying to change their mind, what I can do is that I can change myself that invokes such a place of inspiration for someone else, whether they consciously or unconsciously consider, wow, I want that. I want more of that. I want to feel that life, that vitality, that vibrance, that enthusiasm for living. And we can flow all of that with the breath. So we're going to do a little bit of that today, because it just sounds like fun to do. So, Lisa Nanda, good morning. I'm so glad you're joining us. Lisa joins us from Toronto. To Charlene and Jan and everybody, yes. You're an avid fan. I love it. And Cat Lady, taking care of my cat post-surgery. Oh, and listening to your healing sounds. We're going to make the most of the healing energy to heal and to also make the world a much better place. You know what? And here's the thing, is that we all think about ourselves. And sometimes we perceive that that's bad. And other times we perceive that's actually a healthy thing. Because we're thinking about ourselves right now, right? There's always two sides of every coin. And so no matter where someone is on their journey, no matter how much we resonate with that, or we don't, just let them be. Because again, the biggest thing we can do is show up. And remember all of life. This is really just a game. It's all part of a holographic, multidimensional universe. And that's not just rhetoric, that's actually quantum physics talking. So how do we want to reflect in the game? If you had a video game, if you were playing your life on, I'm going to show my age, on a Game Boy or an Xbox or whatever the cool kids play on anymore, how would you want that to unfold? What characters would you include? You can choose your own adventure. That's the thing. When we think that we are powerless to the life that's unfolding around us, that's when we are being victimized by our lives, right? And we're not at all. You are the maker of your game, of your holographic representation of the universe unfolding in your life right here, right now. That's big. That's deep. That's whoa. And yet that's also whoa. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. So let's do that together. And we send so many loving, I know I just went off on a little tangent right there, but my dear friend, we are sending healing, loving vibrations to your little pussycat friend. You know we are lovers of putty tats here. We have 5 babies in our family. In fact, one of the blessings of that very challenging event that was Hurricane Milton and Helene, we got a new baby out of it. We had the opportunity to, the universe said, hey, you want to help this little one? And we said, heck yeah. So there's always a sunny side to every story. So we are sending our prayers of love, of healing right now. You know what? All of our friends on Insight Timer, drop a heart in the chat. All of this is going right now, sending positive vibes to your sweet little fur baby, because we all have babies that we love in different ways. Aw, good job. Thank you guys. Thank you for being so loving and supportive. Jeremy, I saw in the chat somebody said this is all a game. Hey, April, also in Florida. Lisa Nanda, you said, yeah, there's a time and place to think about ourselves and time and place to think about the world. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I don't know if you could hear that. That was amazing. I don't know if the bulls have ever done that. Jeremy, could you hear that? There were like overtones on overtones on overtones. I have never felt that deep. Wow. Okay. Well done, guys. So if this is your first time here, you're like, what is this crazy lady talking about? Well, firstly, welcome. Second of all, I'm Charlene, and in front of you are 20 chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. And when I say chromatically tuned, what I mean is that we have all of the white keys and all the black keys, plus a lot extra, that you would see on a piano keyboard, that beautiful octave of 12 notes that repeat going up and down the piano. These notes, these bowls directly in front of me, is that first pattern of white notes, of course. We continue that pattern upward, but we also have these gorgeous, what we call the black keys on the piano. Think of it that way. And chromaticism comes from the Greek root word of chroma, which means color. So when colors interact, sounds ignite because of the harmonics or overtones that they carry. Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy today, I think, guys. Serious? So my job is to listen and to allow the vibrations to lead me to where the bowls go. Classically trained musician, over 40 years playing, doing this stuff. I started very, very young. And the bowls will guide based on the sound as it waves through the space. Let's just say that in a bit of a colloquialistic way. Not pure science the way I said that, but I think you understand the picture. One of the reasons that we chat, that we connect, is to really lock into your biofield that's constantly changing. And you know that. You've lived the past 3 days. Feeling like every moment there is a shift in the environment. It's true. So today we're going to really be leaning into that. In fact, I think we should go ahead and, Jan, you got to get your chroma on. Nice. I love that. Oh, Shelly, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Mickey, needed the session today. Awesome. Well, Mickey, I invite you and everyone else here to begin to witness your breath. I trust you found a position of comfort for your body, a position of ease. If you're seated, I invite you to keep your spine as erect as possible. This allows for the greatest flow of energy. If you're prone, maybe like our dear friend Jan, who's getting ready to drift off into slumber, find a place of alignment. Just notice your spine. Notice a relationship between your neck and your sacrum. See how that feels. Good. Now, if you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light that originates at the base of your spine. And it flows out from your body, out from your physical system, down through the floor, into the earth, the ground below, connecting deeply into a point somewhere below you, perhaps in the very center or the core of the planet, a place that feels connecting, supportive, and aligning. Knowing that this golden cord of light will be a dear friend for you today, allowing any and all energy, vibration, whatever frequencies you're ready to release, to let go of, they'll just begin to dissolve, to release, to slide down that cord, grounding you, reconnecting you into this physical existence. Take a deep breath in, slowly breathing in through your nose, experiencing your lungs fill completely. And as you exhale through your mouth, just let go of any tension. Begin by bringing your attention to your feet, feeling the weight of your body grounded into the earth, sensing your feet, these beautiful instruments that move you forward in the world, sending love and gratitude to your feet as they carry you through life. All of the smooth, watery, easy paths, all of the rocky, craggy crevices that you have to move through. Gently allowing now your attention to move upward into your calves, your lower legs. Noticing almost a gentle stretch or release of that muscle, and yet maybe you hadn't even moved them yet. The energy is just beginning to let go. ushering any tension or fatigue just to melt away. Continuing to bring awareness upward in your body, focusing on those beautiful thighs, your hips, this powerhouse that moves you into the world, through the world, letting go of any heaviness that you had been carrying. Shifting your attention now into your abdomen. This fiery center that ignites passion for living, for life, for being. Releasing, letting it all go. And as you move your attention into your heart and your chest, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your breath, feeling a release, any pent-up emotion, frustration, grief, anger, dissolving, shifting, moving down, out of your system, perhaps grounding out through that beautiful golden cord of light you had created. Gorgeous. Allowing your attention now to drift into the area of your shoulders and your neck. Gently dispelling any tension or tightness that might have crept in. Perhaps that you were aware of, perhaps that you might have missed until this point. Feel your shoulders relax. Your neck softens. Bringing your attention now into your head. Letting go of those thoughts that had been running amok. Those thoughts that had been trying to control you. What are they? But just a whisper sometimes of fear, of anxiety. Allow love to begin to replace those otherwise craggy vibrations that had been moving through your head. Love brings us into a point of stillness, of silence, and of peace. Any thoughts, emotions that might have been clouding your mind have gently disappeared. You feel a sense of peace and tranquility washing over you as you surrender to this present moment. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in. Feel your heart relax. And gently exhale. Now begin to witness this breath and ask the breath, invite the breath to begin to repeat a pattern of 4. A 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale and hold. 2, 3, 4. Then exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. stillness. Perhaps it's a point of comfort. Perhaps it's a point of peace. For some, it may be a point of heightened inspiration. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, allowing your breath to follow its own perfect rhythmic pattern. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs to capacity. Just hold that, feeling your heart relax. That sacred, beautiful heart as you're maintaining that breath. Then gently exhale, allowing the exhale to last longer than that inhale. Witnessing the heart begin to slow down. The heartbeat slowing. Now in your mind's eye, I invite you to visualize a seed. It can be any kind of seed. What does your seed connect to? Perhaps it's a sunflower seed. Perhaps it's an apple seed. Perhaps it's the seed of what will one day be a mighty oak. Or a graceful willow. Now in your mind's eye, witness this seed being buried deep into the earth. And you recognize that this seed represents a part of yourself that you wish to nurture, to enhance, to bring forth new life. Perhaps it's a dream, a goal, a creative project, whatever it may be. Know that this seed holds the potential for great growth and exquisite transformation. Inhale deeply, drawing in the life-giving energy of the universe. Feeling that sacred heart relax before you exhale slowly. Visualizing in your mind's eye the seed beginning to stir. to vibrate in the soil, to awaken. As you continue to breathe, imagine the seed sprouting, pushing its way through the soil towards the light above. With each inhale, you are providing the nourishment the seed needs to grow. Your breath brings vitality, power, fire, motion, movement, nourishment to this seed. And with each exhale, you clear the path for its emergence. Inhale deeply, drawing in the life-giving energy of the universe again. Exhaling slowly, visualizing the seed pushing its way through the soil. Now as the seed begins to break the surface, you see that it's met with the warmth of the sun shining overhead and a simple caress from the wind begins to unfurl its leaves, now growing at an exponential rate. You see it reaching towards the sky. And in your heart, you know this new verdant growth is your own growth, your own expansion, your own magic manifesting in this world. And just as this seed is sprouting through dense layers of soil, you too are breaking free from limitations. You too are embracing new levels of your beautifully, divinely guided and inspired potential. Feeling the earth below you and the sky above you. And the rays of light shining overhead. Inhale deeply, holding that breath in, basking in the warmth of the sun's rays. Then exhale slowly, as if you can feel a gentle kiss on your skin from the breeze, invigorating your outer shell to shake free of any limiting vibrations. As you continue to breathe, imagine the seed blossoming into a beautiful flower, whatever flower that is for you. Maybe the flower that we think of, like a rose, a sunflower, an iris. Maybe the flower from an apple blossom, a cherry blossom. Could be the flower of an oak or that sweet willow. Witness its vibrancy. You may experience that through a color, a vibration, a sound, a smell. Knowing that these delicate petals are a testament to the power of growth and transformation. Yeah. Breathing, following your breath as need be. Spring is beautiful, and it's birthed from a season of hardship. The pounding desolation of winter that gives rise to the beauty of spring. Give yourself a moment to move through this space as you need to find your own expansion, resolution, perhaps even dissolution. Good. Notice the aroma of this wonderful flower. This flower that is a manifestation of your dreams, your desires, and the symbol of your inner beauty, your strength, your quiet resilience. Resiliency is not something that's often celebrated because it's so delicate and quiet when it happens. Witness your resiliency and offer a subtle blessing to this energy that allows you, that inspires, that empowers you to change, to grow, to flower into a new version of you. Inhale deeply, holding that breath and feeling that sacred heart relax, taking in the fragrance of this flower. And then exhale slowly, experiencing a feeling of deep peace and contentment. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Continuing to breathe deeply and rhythmically, allowing the golden light and energy of the universe to flow through you. As you breathe, feel a sense of gratitude for this moment, for this experience, for this life, for this holographic representation of your reality, for the opportunity to grow, to change, to shift, to reboot, to evolve. Inhale deeply, filling your lungs with this profound sense of gratitude. Holding that breath in, allowing that gratitude to soak into that sacred, divine, perfectly pure heart that's relaxing. As you gently exhale slowly, letting go of anything that is not to your perfect highest good right here, right now. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling the heart relax and gently letting it go. Bringing your attention now to your throat. This place of creative communication to the world, where we know that what we speak, when we speak, creates worlds. Worlds you can see, worlds you can't see. Ancient wisdom reminds us to choose our words wisely. Every word, every sound we ever utter lives eternally in the fabric of the vibration of the universe. Are your words true? Are they necessary? Are they kind? You begin to witness and celebrate your ability to speak your truth. Celebrating your perspective, to know if your words are true, necessary, and kind, releasing any and all frequencies that might be clouding that issue. Remember, there are always more sides than we frequently like to acknowledge. Taking a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling the heart relax, allowing anything that's providing constriction in our throat to just gently dissolve, fade away, release down that grounding cord of golden light that you had generated. Using the fire of our creativity, good, to balance this point. Wonderful, brilliant. Now let's reinforce this trajectory of renewal and recalibration. Let's use our words as the rain that showers the growth and beauty and expansion of the seed that is now turned into a plant and a flower that you've just cultivated. Use your words like the soft kiss of the wind, the breeze. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, holding that breath in, drawing in strength and courage, feeling that heart relax, and with each inhale, releasing any doubt, any fear. They're not your master. You are. Good. Either repeat aloud or think, imagine, and feel. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy. I embrace change with open arms. I am filled with vitality and energy. I breathe in new life and new possibilities. I am ready. I am ready to create a new reality. I am ready to create a new reality for myself. I am ready to create a new reality for myself that inspires others. You are ready to create a new reality for yourself that inspires others. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax, witnessing yourself even more aligned, more grounded, more connected into this present moment. And when you're ready, gently exhale. Take a deep breath in, holding the breath in, feeling the heart relax. And in your own time, exhale slowly, with peace. If this is a time that you're ready to release into sweet dreamland, we bid you good night. Good night, rest well. Relish this beautiful day that you have created, knowing tomorrow will bring a sunrise of new opportunities and new possibilities. Good night. Or if you are ready to march into a new day, integrating this new version, these new frequencies, these new tones of reality of yourself, then come on back with me, my friends. How are you doing? Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. Crack your back, whatever you need to do. Ha, shake your hair. Toss, toss. How are you? How was that? I would love to hear your experience. And while you take a moment to drop that in the chat so we can connect on that, that was very interesting. Let me reflect back what the bowls showed me. So today was very much about getting back into the body. It was interesting how we started with that body scan that actually wound up helping us to very quickly initially realign the chakras, just bring our energy centers back into balance. Which that was interesting. We a lot of times we do that at the end, but today we were doing it at the beginning. And then moving through this place of using the fullness of the breath to open it and align us in ways that the bowls absolutely supported harmonically. So when I said earlier that the bowls were, I might say that the sound, they shimmered and shined in a way that if we were to break it down from an acoustic physics standpoint, what was happening was that they were actually beginning to stimulate in our physical senses more notes than they typically do. And why is that? When we play a single note, we never just hear one pitch. We're actually hearing a series of what are called overtones or harmonics. Overtones and harmonics are generally an interchangeable term that refer to the additional tones or notes that we hear above or below a single frequency or pitch that color that sound itself. It's why whenever I play this bowl or an oboe plays a note, a violin plays a note, or I sing a note, right? Why my voice sounds differently than the crystal singing bowl is because whether I'm an oboe, a trumpet, a violin, a piano, a harp, a crystal singing bowl, a voice, my overtones have different shades and degrees to which they activate. So having these overtones activate in the bowls when we first started in the way that they did, first of all, my mind was blown. Second of all, it opened up a wild ride of possibility. And all throughout this session, what I was hearing were these overtones really acting in a more expanded way, which I thought was really interesting when we got to the very end, right before the affirmations, and we got in this place of the throat, right? So this place of the throat felt very muddy, very muddy. And normally, these tones that we use to activate the throat are very clear. We can get there pretty quickly. You know, every day is different, but usually you can get to a very crystal clear tone. Today, it was like I was walking through molasses. It was very, very tricky. And you know what? Makes a lot of sense with what's going on in the world and where we have been walking from, but not where we are now. Because you absolutely began to clear, to open, replenish, revitalize, restore. OMG, it was mind-blowing. And it was so cool to watch and so cool to witness. So high five to you for like tearing that up. That was great. But you could absolutely hear that in the dynamics of, and I don't mean volume dynamics, I mean in what was happening, the interplay between these different notes. So kudos to you. Y'all rocked it. Y'all cleared a lot of really cool stuff. So I'll be curious to see what it felt like, how it was for you. And hello as well to Inga. I didn't get to say good morning to you, so that's very cool. Kat said, thank you for this powerful purple heart journey. Yes, I love that. Yes, it is all about the purple heart. The balance. I love that. Mickey, so happy to find you. Oh, I'm so happy you found us. I'm so glad you were here. Nice to be with you, Mickey. Kat, look at all those hearts. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of, we got it going on. I love that. Sandy, you did not want it to end. Oh, I love that. Oh, serene, hopeful. Your heart is still bruised, but a bit lighter. Yeah, which is interesting. Side note, I'll pause on that. So we were really focusing in here. It was interesting. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for bringing that up, Sandy. The heart was here. It felt like today the heart was in the background, constantly like, I got your back. It's all good. It was more like a supportive friend who had their hand on your back, just kind of like gently rubbing, as opposed to a coach or someone who was in your face saying, yes, we've got this, focus on this. This is where we are. It was more just like, it's all right. It's all good. I'm going to rub your back. Little back scratches over here. That's what it felt like, that the heart tones were really coming through. So that's very interesting. And sometimes too, I think the bruising is what makes us stronger. The bruising is what generates greater blood flow, greater awareness. Awareness not only of what we perceive, but of what others perceive, because that's where the clash began, right? Which gives us pause to say, how in the world could somebody see the world so differently than I do? And yet they do. And yet their point of view is just as valid and true and right for them as your point of view is valid and true and right for you. It's incredible how this all shakes out all the time, right? So I love that. Sandy, thank you for sharing that. And it did. It felt like it was more just like, I'm here with you, our heart friend, massaging our backs gently. Which whoever turns down a back massage, I mean, I don't, right? Maybe that's just me. But you just say it's very serene. Yeah. Thank you for the healing. Wait, whoa. That's very kind of you to say. Let me high five you. I'm going to coach you, not coach, but like focus you right now. Going back to my analogy from before. Sorry, that came out weird. I'm going to affirm to you, I didn't do that. You did that. I am not a sound healer. You are a sound healer. You use sound to heal aspects and parts of yourself. I'm a bowl banger. You're a sound healer. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate the sentiment. I just want to affirm everybody because you know what? It's You are the captain of your ship, of your destiny. Yes, of your path, of your journey. You just get to pick the characters who journey with you along the way. And I happen to be a really interestingly weird character that you've chosen to share some time with, and I'm deeply honored by that. I just have this image now, Jeremy. If you don't know Jeremy, my husband, he's gonna laugh. I have this image of all these wonderful like big galley ships, going through the at dusk, and there's a storm in the distance, and they're out at sea, and they're all moving, and here I am on the rocks, just like playing and singing. I feel like a mermaid, but God bless Jeremy for living with me. Cherry Berry. Thank you so much. As you said, is always beautiful, good. The energy lately is crazy. I'm grateful for the new earth. Yes. And how do we make the new earth? We make ourselves the new earth. This is the aspect of the second coming of the great stuff. Yes, I love that. Hearts and new earth, hearts and new earth. Jane with a Y. Thank you, Jeremy and Charlene. Yes, blessings to all and to you as well, my friend. I'm so glad you're here, Jane. I always love seeing your icon. It brings me peace just seeing that, the wave and the sun. At least I think it's a wave and a sun. It's how it appears on from my tiny screen. Suzanne, you said your throat has been irritated post-nasal stuff. Indeed. So the throat is this area in which we can speak our truth from a point of creativity, where we influence and create affluence. Influence and affluence are a little different. Influence can sometimes bring in an aspect where we are trying to do something, where affluence is something that's a byproduct of we are so secure and grounded in our space that we can't help but influence others, and bringing in this reciprocating energy that does generate a perfect flow of balance, of resources as need be. So it's this really beautiful place. And having postnasal drip right now with everything that's going on in the world is not at all crazy. Girl, I had that last week. I think hurricanes, and whether it's a storm on the outside or a storm on the inside or a storm everywhere else online, etc. So God bless. And we trust that it will continue to soothe, and just be aware of it. It was interesting. There were two things that came up to me just recently. The first, with that postnasal, for me, I was like, okay, what is it that I'm scared to say? What is it that I'm hesitant to say? What is it that I'm having a hard time speaking my truth with truth, necessity, and kindness in the world? What is that? So I got to sit with that. I thought that was interesting. And the other thing was, the other day, my contacts just all of a sudden, my sight just went it went very blurry, and I wondered, okay, what is it that I'm not wanting to see? So I think there's always these wonderful little subtle cues that sometimes we can choose, or not, doesn't matter. We can choose to investigate, explore, pursue. I think for me, a lot of times I think I would much rather pursue these little tiny cues than ignore the tiny cues that then build up to bigger cues, that then build up to really big cues that lead us towards a point of physical crisis, that make you say, oh, wow, now I have to be I perceive I have to be reactionary in order to fix something, when maybe if I had just paid attention to smaller cues I was trying to give myself before, I might not be there. Now, that's not always the case, right? But that's in my simple mind. That's just one of the things that kind of works for me and helps me in the moment when I don't feel like, I don't want to figure out why I don't feel good. I just don't feel, no, it's like, no, Charlene, come on. Put on your big girl pants. Let's go. So I don't know if that resonates with you or anyone, but high five for being aware. The first step is always awareness. So, and if you choose to investigate further, cool. Like Sherlock Holmes. Suzanne, you said that you felt the throat opening up. That's amazing. I'm so glad. I love that. Henrietta loved it. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Lisa Nanda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And my friends, I have to tell you, sometimes the donations, they'll pop up on our screens. And then yesterday I was in our teacher account. I was like, oh, look at all these donations that I haven't acknowledged, because a lot of times they actually don't even pop up in the chat. So if I've ever missed you, please know I'm so grateful for you. I'm going through and answering every single donation that's come in and sending love and gratitude and blessing and prayer of thanksgiving to you. I don't know if you get those messages or not. I hope you do. Otherwise, they're just disappearing into the ether. But I am sending them. And so thank you so much. Lisa Nanda, thank you for your donation. Thank you, everyone else, too, who does donate. That means the world to us. We really appreciate it. Lisa, I'm so funny. Funny looking. Lynn, oh, thank you, Lynn, for your donation. Oh, that's so kind of you. I'm glad you were here. Nice to see you, Lynn. I hope you have a great day, my friend. Mary, you said your sinuses really started draining during the throat sequence. I love this. And you had a lot of sinus congestion for the last few days. Yeah, it has stopped now. Oh, look at your hearts and your kitty. Yay! Woo, woo. Sometimes we just got to process stuff out, right? And trust me, there is a lot to process right now. And there's a reason that you are here. There's a reason that you are here in this life right now. There's a reason that you are stepping forward and doing your work and being called. And there's a reason sometimes you don't feel like you can because it's so overwhelming. And that's okay. You're doing it. You're here. And we're all in this together. So I commend you. I say high five, brothers and sisters. Man, if this was easy, everybody'd be doing it. But have you noticed? They're not. But they will, the more we do it. And the more we can step forward and create that flow of affluence, of abundance, of influence, we do begin to release these subtle vibrations that suddenly that becomes the new norm. So if you want to define a new norm, redefine yourself. I think we can do that. I believe in you. Lisa Nanda, you said we're so glad we found you on our journey. I love that. And I hope your pussycat's doing okay. Oh, no, that wasn't Lisa Nanda. That was Tea Lady Nat. Sorry. No, it was Lisa Nanda? I think I'm in multiple timelines right now. I feel like I'm in a couple different places. Sorry. Sorry, Lisa. I hope your pussycat feels better, too. Bless the babies. Okay, I just realized I was not the only one. I was not only the growing rose, but the rose bush able to endlessly regenerate. Yes, exactly. Well done. What a beautiful sharing and experience. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Well done. High five. Alisher, oh, I love the candles. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Anna, isn't that beautiful what Kay said? I know. Love that. Francine, so good. So good. Hearts back to you as well. And I know you're supporting the community. Such a beautiful sentiment. Rachel, you said, Suzanne, try a warm salt gargle to soothe your throat and dry out the gunk. Yes, you may also want to try an OTC pill or nasal spray for allergies or ask your doctor for a prescription. I think that is wonderful that we are offering brilliant advice of things that work for us. This is a community where we can share and take things as work and leave things that don't work. It's great. Something else, here's a great singer's trick that I use all the time whenever I have any sort of gunk in the chords. I always use melon. So melon, especially cantaloupe or honeydew, any melon with that general variety or constituency, you could say, not watermelon, which is my favorite, but cantaloupe is very effective at actually gently removing gunk from my lungs. Anytime I do shows, anytime we're, whether it's theater or rock shows or whatever, I always eat a little bit of cantaloupe because it just helps to release. Now, another weird side note, I only share this because we're sharing information. This does not personally work for me. However, I may be weird, but a lot of my friends in Nashville, when they record, they will eat a bag of chips. Maybe not a full bag, but a bag of chips, of salty, crunchy chips, because they say that the salt helps to clear their throat. Now, wherever you fall on that spectrum, good luck. Lisa Nanda, I wish you could show your kitty with her red onesie on. Oh, baby. It's going to keep her warm. So sweet. Suzanne, very interesting to investigate why we have certain physical symptoms in a mindful way. Oh, thank you for this beautiful session. My pleasure. Thank you so much for being here, Suzanne. I appreciate you sharing your energy and your beautiful presence with us today, too. And Francine, thank you for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Lisa Nanda. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, sorry. And she had surgery for breast cancer. God bless her. Oh, I love that. What's really interesting, I feel like there's something I want to share, but they're saying whoosh. So we'll just leave it at that. Because literally I've got like a wall of nothing in front of me, which is very weird because I have a bunch of stuff happening behind the wall. So, what is your kitty's name? And we will all that feel good and right doing this. We will keep her in our thoughts and our prayers. God bless Suzanne, Rachel. Thank you. Try it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sage. Lisa Nanda said sage immune essential oil is great for opening nasal passages. Not that I'm on their affiliate program or anything, but Sage, SAJE, is a Canadian company for all of our international or American friends who haven't become yet familiar with Sage. I love the company. I love the ethos. But more importantly, their peppermint halo, in addition to the immune essential oil, they have a product called Peppermint Halo. And I used to suffer from very severe migraines. Thought about that a lot. Got really connected as to what that was going on. And fortunately, knock on wood, I don't suffer from that anymore. But they have this beautiful, it's called Peppermint Halo. It's a peppermint essential oil that you literally dot around the front and back of your head and neck area. Releases headaches very quickly. You can put it on your chest, wherever, whatever needs to be released. So check that out too if you're going to the Sage website. Lisa Nanda, you said you love sour cream and onion chips. I love that. Suzanne didn't know that about the melon. Yeah. Lisa Nanda, she's a miracle kitty. Katie. Aw, Katie, miracle kitty Katie. We send you so much love and positive vibrations, knowing that you are on your perfect path to wholeness and restoration of your perfect health as it needs to be in this moment. Your presence in the life of your sweet and precious mama and anyone else that you get to bless and touch is for a reason, is for a purpose, and we celebrate that reason and that purpose with you. And we wish you so much joy and love and peace on your healing journey. You are surrounded and you are loved, little one. God bless you, Katie. You said she lives with us for almost 5 years and they're only supposed to survive a year. Lots of homeopathy and energy healing have done this. Props. Yep. 100%. Spot flipping on. I love that. We've had several of those as well. That's the best. Oh, I love it. I love you, Lisa Nanda. Sandy, such a gift to have your magic so frequently lately. Oh, very grateful. Thank you. Well, Sandy, I'm glad you mentioned that. Otherwise, I would have forgotten to say, we're back next week. I'm so excited. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next Thursday. Jeremy, what are we talking about next Thursday? It's a full moon. I remember it's a full moon. Next Thursday, November 14th at 9 a.m. Eastern. 6 a.m. Pacific, we are going to be embracing the energy of the full moon to cultivate confidence and security. Confident and secure. Oh, I love that. It's going to be a good time to do that as well under the energy of the full moon. So I hope you'll be back and join us then next week. Violet 108, nice to see you. You said you got the peppermint halo from Sage after I mentioned it before and you love it. See, everyone see. It's a very good and helpful resource. I always carry one in my purse. Never leave home without it. Rachel, warm lemonade is also good for temporary pain reliever for sore throats. Look at this. I love this. We are just a sender of good thoughts and wishes and information. Lisa Nutta, you love peppermint halos. Saves you, especially in the summer. Cools you off really well. Yep. Some of your friends who have asthma. Yeah, and the immune oil has helped greatly. Totally, 100%. So many great products. Love that. Oh, I love you too. Yes, and of course, I have heard of Sage. Love that. Oh, and of course, our friends on Insight Timer. Look at all of our wonderful people. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? Is the Aligned CD with you or no? You just love to listen to the Galaxy. Yeah, the Aligned is available online. You can find it on our website. If you go to charlene.com, the upper right-hand corner of the site, it says Aligned. And you can go down and you can actually download that album. It's a very special album. It doesn't stream on the streaming platforms anymore, like Spotify and Apple Music, etc., because the way that the information is compressed, we found that some of the frequencies get lost, so it's not nearly as effective as it could be. It's just pretty to listen to on those sites. But if you really want this very energy aligning, frequency transforming heavy duty, not going to say this is necessarily for easy listening. Some people like me, like this is easy listening to me, but it definitely does invite one to work. It's available on our website. So yeah, you can definitely check it out there. Love that. I'll love all these conversations going on over there. So Die Netta Die, Our Next Life is Another Level, the video game with depths to pay and no memory. That's always the crazy thing about this understanding of how we arrive into this lifetime. The draft of forgetfulness. And yet deeply we know so much. And this whole journey is just reawakening that memory. And some come into this lifetime, very, very, very few come into this lifetime remembering what it's all about. But when they do, they inspire others who have taken that draft of forgetfulness to reawaken, to remember, my friends, until we meet again and we have an opportunity to say, know that I'm with you and that I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored by you. And I'm so humbled to share this time and space with you. You are making a difference in the world every day just by being. That's all you got to do. Be you. May your words always be filled with truth, necessity, and kindness. And until we meet again, which will be next week, same bat time, same bat channel, Thursday, November 14th. I love you. I'll see you soon. Be well. Satnam.